गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the revision of after the completion of first 20 chapters, and where we have started the contemplation on the second chapter, that is the beginning of the teaching. Upadeshokrama. Upadeshokrama. First topic in that is Shukopakyana, the story of Shuka. So here we are seeing that Valmiki ji was saying and Vishwamitra says, Vaghava, best among the wise, there is nothing else to be known by you. You are best among the wise. So even though address is there to the mind of Rama, but if you want to tell something to anyone, first we have to say that he is a good person. And this is a way how to secure person and mind of the person. Respecting him. We have to respect because he has a divinity. We are doing the sadhana, and if somebody has to be told, it has to be told in a very diplomatically and very respectful way so that he will have a confidence in the speaker. And we know that the person who is asking the question, he is naturally under the depression, maybe small tinge of depression. Depressed person is not cheerful and happy, whereas dispassionate person, Vivekwan person is cheerful and happy, carefree, and always joyful. Whereas depressed person is frustrated, miserable, and starts blaming everyone around him. So Vishwamitra first praised Rama, and after praying, then he started telling the Shuka's story. And the Suka stories go like this. Shukadeva is asking his father, even though he is knowing technically, that means she is Shotriya but not Brahmanishta. He has little tinge where he was suffering. So wise people are never miserable and depressed. That is the indication of wise man. And wise man, what is the strength of wise man? Vivek. Sat Asat Vivek. Sat means divinity is only existing. Asat, the whole world which we are seeing by the naked eyes. Although Rama's understanding about the world was correct, but it was not having Sat Asat Vivek. So miseries we see in the world, are they real or the one who is illuminating the miseries is real? So miseries in the life will come, but don't become miserable. Wise people do not get lost in arguments. Those who are otherwise, they keep on arguing. Because wise man knows everything is divine. The question of sense of incompleteness or sense of duality does not exist. So what is the sadhana for us? Abiding in the absolute and playing the game of relative. This is also called as a Jivan Mukti. We have to recognize this. We have to abide in the absolute, play the game of relative existence. Rama has also, when he was asking Vasishtha Rishi, has not conducted the inquiry, and that's why his mind was going into the dejection mode. When you ask a question like Rama as an example of us there, or Shukacharya is asking example, what happens is you go away from the divinity and goes into the duality. But actually, divinity, what is the divinity or truth? It is a not questionable experience. You cannot ask any question about the divinity. So, what is to be done then? Not only Shotriya, you have to be Brahmanishta. Janiyo Neniyo Bhagavanti Nahi. Those who are absolutely undifferent, undisturbed by complementary opposite. Joyful and sorrowful personalities are not crystallized in their life. Those are the Jivan Mukta. But people have a habit to ask why, and naturally they cannot understand, and that's why the sky is too high. They are far away from the divinity. So, what is a simple rule? Every question takes us away from the divinity that we are. But what happens is Shukadeva was asking his father Vyas, and he was knowing it is father. So duality is there. So Ati Parichayat Avagya. He is not ready to listen to his father. So he directed him to go to the Janaka. And actually what happens is Brahma with the Brahmeva Bhavati. The person who knows the truth is itself a truth. So Vyasa was itself a truth, then Janaka was itself a truth because they had an understanding that what is divinity. So Shotriya person is knowing of scriptures after sufficient study, but whereas Brahmanishta is established in the truth that we are. So instruction of Janaka's to Shuka which he has given is for his total tranquility, you are divine, Tattvamasi. So there is no question of argument, asking questions. You are divine. But what happens is, I know everything, Trishni Bhav. And you get frustrated, dejected, unhappy, confused, and argumentative, and suffer your life. But if your mind is free from any reaction, so all that has to be obtained has been won by you. So when Shukadeva was standing outside the gate for 7 days in a examination, inside 7 days, no help has been given. 7 days pampered, so 14 days suffering, 14, 7 days joy. But he was totally remaining quiescent. So Janaka told him, you have won the desires and you are free from all the reactions. So you know everything. So knower of the truth is the truth itself. Knowing is being is an ultimate. And this wise man like Janaka or Vyasa says that I am sitting here to give diamonds, but people are coming and asking for perils. मैं यहाँ हिंग देने के लिए बैठा, हीरे देने के लिए बैठा और लोग हिंग लेके चले जाते हैं. Intellectual people do study the scriptures like Shotriya people, but they are not Brahmanista, they are argumentative. They have never been tranquil, extremely disturbed people. So if you want to discover the rope like in a rope snake Vivek, Rajju Sarpa Vivek correctly, then you will not ask question because there is no Sarpa at all. A sense of duality, sense of incompleteness is totally vanishing. And in this divine experience, in these experiences, all joy, sorrow will continue to happen, but joyful, sorrowful personality will not be crystallized. There is nothing like inside and outside. Conscious, blissful existence. There is nothing other than that. So what happens is, before the manifestation, we are in the unmanifested mode. During manifested, we become manifested, and afterwards become unmanifest. So it is unfragmented divine consciousness. Like all the ornaments are made up of gold. Only gold exists in ornament. Ornament is an upadhi. All snake rope, Vivek, it is only the rope there, no snake is there. So give up your wrong notions. Tyagena amrutatva manashuhu. What has to be tyag? What has to be given up? Wrong notions has to be given up. We don't have to run away from anything. Let our mind be like a mirror. Everything comes, let it be like a mirror. In this world, nobody is responsible for making us miserable other than ourselves. We are sufficient to make ourselves miserable. For what purpose we are here on this holy earth? We are in this world to express happiness. We are that unfragmented, divine, undivided consciousness. We are here to express happiness. Whatever enters the mind, that becomes the source of misery. for us. So moment objectivity goes, it becomes source of misery for us. When a foreign body enters any part, like in a leg, if some thorn goes, so it starts paining to us. We start reacting to that. So similarly in the mind also, swasankalpa vashat baddho nisankalpas pramudumachate. Habit of keeping, of imagining, thinking, projecting, because of that, he himself is bound. This is a story. So whatever the time is at our disposal, celebrate life and keep yourself absolutely at peace. Abiding in the absolute, playing the game of relative existence is a jivan mukti. So this has been told by Janaka to the Shukadeva, and accordingly, there is here only one self who is in nature of undivided consciousness. There is nothing else. He is bound by his own thoughts, free from addiction, he is liberated. So you have to remain always free from identification and remain in this relative world, but always remain in the absolute. So abiding in the absolute, playing the game of relative existence is called as Jivan Mukti. With this, now we'll see the second topic, that is Shloka number 22 tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ram Chandraarpanamastu. Samudam Divine Fruit Sugar. Holy feet of Sri Ramachandra.